Alrighty, y'all, here we go. Another beautiful morning out here on the lake. Fog's starting to lift. Generally on the colder mornings, I just sleep in. You know, I made my first cast yesterday about 9, caught 15 fish. Overall, good day. You know, nothing tanks, but when you're out here in January and you get a chance to fish, especially I know my boys up north and everything, they're all hunkered down, ice fishing, got all that snow on the ground and everything, and here we are still in kind of the mid-Atlantic Virginia area and still able to get out, and you know, I'm doing pretty good in what I've got on right now. You know, lucky you have these days, but I'm gonna get out here. The water temp here is actually 70 degrees. I didn't realize that until I got out here yesterday. I'd seen it in times when it was colder and it was upper 50s, but 70s, and you know, A-rig worked pretty good. Basically everything worked daggum good. You know, we're working on some certain things that will help make me a better angler, and one of those is to find the fish with my electronics, go figure, right? But find the fish with my electronics and stay on those fish. Like, don't run around, stay off the big molder. You know, I head down, got my head down and everything yesterday, and just kind of fished what I knew and fished out of my comfort zone, but became comfortable with it as I was doing it. So, you know, guys, always be pushing to make yourself better. I mean, you're gonna learn in this game of fishing that there are people who are, you know, 100 times better than you, especially in their mind too. They're 100 times better than you. But you know what? Keep working on what's gonna get you to that next level. If you haven't ever tried a drop shot, try a drop shot. Carolina rig, try Carolina rig. Go out there and make yourself do that. You know, I caught fish from 5 feet all the way up to 26 feet on different presentations yesterday. A spoon, Alabama rig, you name it. I was catching them on it. That's what, you know, Beyond the Bounds is about. It's about going out there, pushing your limits, trying new things, and being not afraid to fail. Too many people are afraid to fail these days, and you've got to not be afraid to fail, because you're gonna fail. Fishing is all about failing. Be prepared for that. Just go out there, have fun. Let's get out on the water. I'm gonna stop yapping. Let's go. First one of the day. I'm curious to know which one he hit on. He hit on the Shad Nasty. That's the Excite baits right there, guys. Excite baits, Shad Nasty. Look at that little guy. Look at this hunchback. Man. Hey, appreciate the bite, buddy. He didn't really hammer it kind of hard. There's a little tick to it, and I kind of swung into him. Doing the same old, guys. You know, I'm throwing up to the riprap. He actually came off a little bit far. It'd probably be about, I don't know, 1.5 feet, 2 foot down below the surface as far as where I was rolling it. I'm using P-line. It's 50 pound P-line braid to a 20 pound P-line leader there. You know, just want to make sure I have enough to hold that. And I didn't want to go straight braid. Clear water, I just don't like doing straight braid. Didn't I get him on camera? We're gonna have to put him back in the water so that he can get caught again. Every time I boat flip them though, I bend out hooks. Light wire hooks, that's the issue with them. And boat flipping. Come on, dude. Yeah, those getting bit. Those are hits, but didn't hook up. There. Dadgummit. Unless he's coming up with it. He's coming up with it. Oh, yep. Told you. My fish.
It's not your fish.
Stop taking my chips. All right, good morning, everybody. Today, it's a cold one. Probably the earliest I've been out, but you know what? I want to see if I can get on a big bite early in the morning instead of sleeping in all day till 9 and then coming out and catching them. So that's what I'm doing. I'm going to be throwing the Alabama rig. That's the Flash Mob Junior, I think, or just Flash Mob or whatever. But I got some Spark Shad by Mega Bass on there. Got one little Shockwave from Missile Baits on there, and even got a some kind of, it's either a Kitech or who knows. So we're gonna throw that, and I'm gonna be throwing that on the Lose Super Duty, of course. I'm gonna be working riprap today, so that's what this video is gonna start off doing. We're gonna start off hitting basically all the riprap I can with this guy right here, and maybe throw some cranks on it. Let's get to it. There he is. He didn't really hit that hard either, guys. He just kind of swung on it. There we go, guys. First one of the day, just again paralleling riprap. He hit on the Spark Shad. Good little bait. I like going with smaller baits on there, but you know, overall, first one of the day. Get a little picture, send a little message, a little shot across the bow to the other guys I'm fishing with. On drop shots, boys. That's the big one. Woo! Hey, buddy. Woo! First one of the day. Trying to do something a little different. Trying to get on a bigger pattern, but this is just the first one. Got 2 bites here already. Offshore point. Started out Carolina rigging. There's 2 bites right here though. Wind's blowing across this side. They were positioned on the other side of this point yesterday. I got a bite there doing that, but with the wind blowing this way, I came up on it, saw with my electronics that the bait had repositioned to this side, so I started on this side of the point. Number 2, he ain't a donkey, but you know what? Again, it's kind of proving a point. You know, I'm teaching myself here that this is what to do. This is how I use my electronics. To catch big ones, of course. If you hadn't thrown the old ball and chain around, guys, you're missing out. I know a lot of people don't like to throw it because it kind of seems boring, kind of seems like it takes a lot of time, but you know, I tend to use a 1 ounce tungsten weight. Some people use lead, like my buddy Ken Smith down in Texas. He likes to use lead, just a swivel bead, I put a bobber stop up there to help with the castability of it. Running about a couple feet of leader there. I don't like running the leader too small because when you move it, you don't detect that bite soon enough and they'll drop it a lot of the time. Because the beauty is that it stays up in the air, especially with, you know, something like this that floats a little bit. Look, you might have something good to him. No. He's just about the same size as all the rest. But still trying to replicate that same pattern. Wind blown point. I'm on the back side of that point, positioned. He was out a little deeper. Guys, you always got to be able to write that story. You know, paying attention to everything you're doing. It's coming across rock out there. You know, still trying to get on some bigs though. Wind's beating this up over here pretty good, but it's really stirring things up. He inhaled this spark shed. Wow. You can actually see him on the graph positioned up in the water column. Again, with as much of the wind as they're getting and everything on this shoreline. Perfect spot for the A-rig. Just roof of the mount. A-riggin'. Too messed up.